Filmmaker Kunle Afolayan sent film lovers into a frenzy over the weekend with the release of the first teaser for his new movie, Citation. The teaser also threw forward a surprise as top businesswoman and boardroom executive Kunle Afolayan makes an acting debut in Nollywood. In this opening feature, we speak with the multiple award-winning director Afolayan on the new movie based on Sex for Grades called Citation.
Enjoy the movie.
Almost 2 years after the production cycle began, acclaimed Nigerian filmmaker Kunle Afolayan screened his latest production, Citation, for the first time, right on the movie's location, Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife. The movie chronicles the notorious practice of sex for grade within the academia.
Let's proceed.
It was she who offered sex to me.
She was infatuated by this man.
There was no infatuation.
She wanted to indulge me.
You know, I mean, this is something that has been going on for a long time, but it's not peculiar or, I mean, solely tied to Citadel of Learning. This is something that goes on everywhere, in workplace, in the banks, in, you know, in governments, everywhere, you know. But the case has always been that, look, by Lashemanche, okay, you can't say it, you can't, you know. And that's why I say to people that this film is not about the fact that these things happen. No. This film is about if you find yourself in that situation, what are you going to do?
Action!
I have the privilege to chair this session. My name is Professor Kunle Afolayan.
The screening also unveiled a surprise cast, Kunle Afolayan, the Chairman Board of Directors at First Bank of Nigeria Limited.
We can't have the proper shuku. Then I want something that, you know, the honest truth, and that's the truth, I saw in my dream. That's it. A lot of people might not believe it. At that time, I was talking to another actress. You know, I was considering someone else, and when I'm in a project, you know, my frame of mind and everything is soaked. You know, when I eat, when I sleep, when I'm working, all I'm seeing is that project. And I go home. I don't know how she came in my dream, and then I saw her in the film. And then I started talking to people. I remember calling Tammy and few people might really, you know, who are close to her. And it seemed not working. And I said, okay, well, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. And one day we were at Fashion Souk, you know, with Ire Clothing, and I was at my store, and then I saw her passing through. And I just went to her, good day, ma. Well, you're going to be in my film, you know. And she laughed, like, what do you know, and now the rest is history, you know.
Lola.
Hold your hand.
Jimmy, and this is Jimmy should I call you rapist?
No, this is Dr.
So, but I'm really glad because it was tough. It was also tough because we already got Access Bank, Access W as one of our partners. And then you are trying to get the chairman of another bank to feature in the film that Access is supporting. You know, so those were a lot of issues got raised, and somehow, I mean, I think it's just meant to happen. I saw her a few weeks ago, and she was saying, and she said it on set, she said she's never going to see filmmaking the same way she used to see it before this experience.
First one-on-one contact with Professor Ndiari was after a tutorial class.
In lead is Haitian-American Hollywood actor Jimmy Jean-Louis and debutant Temi Otedola, who is making a crossover into acting from the fashion world.
I doubt that I'll ever go wrong when it comes to casting, because if I don't see you in it, if I don't think you fit, even if you are my mother, even if you are you can't do it. And for Temi, apart from the like almost 1 year grooming that that she went through with me, the only reason I even agreed, to give her the chance was because I asked her to do a monologue. I did an extract of the... As a matter of fact, I started talking to her before the first draft of the script was ready. I started talking to her when the idea was conceptualized. And if you see my films, you see that I like introducing new faces, new cast. We need to start grooming the new generation. And this is a difficult role because the character had to speak English, Yoruba, French, and a bit of Portuguese. So look around, how many of our established actors, well, maybe some of them might be able to, but it's going to take more time, longer time to train people to go and, and when she did the monologue and I saw it, I said, no, she can deliver.
Anyway, age is a question of mind, but if you don't mind, it doesn't matter.
When we got on set, I'm not going to mention some of these actors. Some of them came to me, especially after their experience with her. They came to me and said, Kunle, we just want to say, look, we take our words back, because when you announce that she's the one who's going to do it, we're all like, well, only he knows why, what, and all. But now we want to say we are sorry, because I'm telling you, she outshined some of the actors. Besides, I'm always saying this about filmmaking, one thing that is so key is discipline. If you have all the talent in the world and then you're not disciplined, you get on set and then you're rude to the crew and then you think you're everything with, even with your co-actors, and you're all over the place, people will start disrespecting you and then you'll be losing out, on a lot of jobs. Our call time every day was 6 o'clock in the morning. This girl is always up before 6 o'clock.
With so much uncertainties around when the cinemas will reopen, Afolayan is now focusing on arranging special screenings for small groups.
Against the male lecturer on this campus.